Hello, this is 80s Car Guy, and today I'm going to be dealing with a fuel gauge issue on my 86 Corvette. The gauge is reading full all the time, so I'm sure it's the float in the gas tank needs the electrical connections cleaned up. So first thing I'm going to do is remove the fuse for that, and it's the bottom one on the front row. And then go ahead and turn on the car and run it until it runs out of fuel pressure. And then you use a T15 Torx bit to remove the 4 screws to get the door out of the way. And then take the gas cap off and get this rubber boot out of the way. And then this is the drain tube that was connected to that boot. You have the one electrical sensor, and 3 fuel lines to disconnect, and then 10mm socket for all of the bolts, and you can pull the assembly out. And then it will require some wiggling around to get it out of there. And you just have to be careful to get it out of there with the without damaging or bending the float. So of course I'm doing this outside where it's well ventilated. If you're doing this at any indoors, like in winter, tape over the opening so you don't kill yourself with gas fumes. So the actual problem is this piece. Is where the contacts are for the float, and there's a couple of tabs to have to pry off, 2 down there and that one up there, and carefully disassemble and clean. So here it is with the piece pried off. Now, originally the concept was to very carefully clean the windings that are in there, but spot right there is damaged and burnt, so this is not repairable. If it was just due to corrosion, you could clean the windings by taking a Q-tip with WD-40 and gently going with the grain of the windings and cleaning up the contact on here as well. But unfortunately for me, this isn't repairable, so I'll just have to replace it and then put a new one back in the vehicle. The rest of the procedure is the same for either way you go. So with the one from the Corvette being damaged, I went to a junkyard and pulled one off a sending unit from a 92 Firebird, and it is perfectly the same part, so I'm just going to attach this one, which has good contacts, onto my sending unit and splice the wire in. So this is the new gasket I have, and they have a little notch in one corner, and that goes in the upper right. And then go ahead and put your sending unit back in. And now the sending unit's completely back in, electrical's hooked up, fuse is back in the panel, and I'll see if this works. Yes, we are actually reading a little under half a tank. That is a successful repair, even though I had to use one from a different